What's up, Reds? Welcome back to the Sunday Summary Talk Show. We got some big news that just dropped from James Pierce. We'll get into that in a minute. With me, as always, is Stephen Norbury. Stephen, how you doing, my man?
I am good. I'm back home now. We're doing our Sunday summary from our usual posts here, and excited to chat some Reds and hop into a bit of banter, if you will.
Yep, I hate it. I don't like doing this. I want to be in person every time now. Yeah. All right.
We're doing the best we can.
So, guys, remember, if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe down below or subscribe at that logo in your bottom right-hand corner. And if you enjoy it, give a thumbs up. And, of course, leave all your thoughts throughout the show in the comments below. Let's jump right into it, guys. All right. James Pierce has reported here. Let me move this out of the way for me. Liverpool in advance talks to sign Olympiacos left-back Kostas Tsimikas for around 13 million euros after failing to agree a fee with Norwich City for Jamal Lewis. Steve.
I'm pretty sure I saw this guy play the other day. I don't know anything about him. I'm going to be honest. This news literally just broke.
And I love it.
Minutes ago,
you
or
said
whatever.
He put a shot on target, right?
I'm pretty sure this is the guy that put a shot on target, a good shot as well.
Yeah.
And I think it was. Wow, would they even play? I just watched this game.
Well, the good news is that if you compare,
or was it Europa League?
Yeah, it was the Europa League. They were playing Wolves, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if
that's exactly right.
If you compare his stats to Jamal Lewis, it's actually better. Okay, he started more percentage of games. He has 20 appearances with 5 assists. Okay, Jamal Lewis had 33 appearances with 1 goal and no assists. Okay, with our left back and right back play, we need players that can assist. We do. We flat out do. So, given that he has 5 assists, that's good. You did bring up that it was in Greece, though. So.
Yeah, like let's be honest. He plays in Greece, so stats are virtually irrelevant. It's good to know that he's playing in a top in a a Premier League, I guess you could say, or like he's playing at a high level
professional football
league against great competition over there in the Europa League, and he seems to be doing rather well. So I can't speak on this guy. That's definitely the guy that I saw the other day.
Yeah. And just some background on him. He is Greek, okay? He's a left back. He has 3 caps for Greece with no goals, all right? But he's 24 years old, okay? Now, this is interesting to me. So, Steve, do you think he's like at the point where he's not going to get any better? And, I mean, obviously he'll improve under Klopp, but do you think he's at the point where he's not going to get any better and he'll probably just be okay with being the backup left back to Robertson?
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. He's going to get better under Klopp. Yes. Is he going to get any better where he's at right now? I don't know. It's going to take a guy like Klopp to probably push him to the next level. The competition isn't great over there. But no, I think he can definitely still improve. I think most people can at age 24. You look at Mane, Salah, Firmino. They're all 27-ish. They're all in their prime now.
Yeah.
Robertson is probably What's Robertson? 26.
Yeah, just about.
And he's coming into his prime. So no, I don't think this guy is in his prime yet, just based on generally what I know about footballers.
Yeah.
So and he'll get better. He's not going to play.
It doesn't look like, according to his value, it actually doesn't look like he's in his prime. It looks like he's only getting better. I mean, really, his market value right now in dollars is 9.9 million. James Pierce, like we said, is reported 13 million euros. So they're obviously trying to upcharge, but based on, if you look at the comparable players, like we were linked with Matt Targett last summer before he ended up signing for Aston Villa. Okay, you got some decent names on here, young guys, of course, but decent names. So I think he is exactly the kind of player comparable to Jamal Lewis that we need to bring in. Personally, just going off the stats, all right? Haven't watched any highlights because, like we said, the news just dropped. Strictly going off stats, he already has 5 times the amount of assists that Jamal Lewis has. And that's all I needed to see. Bring him in.
Bring him in. Pick him up.
Pick him up.
Dumb and Dumber reference for those of you that are dumb.
Good movie, man. Good movie.
What a movie, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys know the bid was rejected for Jamal Lewis, right? They wanted 20 million. Sometimes reports were saying that they may have wanted a little bit more than that. And Michael Edwards said, nah. We'll give you.
I just think it's so funny. Sorry to cut you off, but it's like Any other club is just going to be like, okay, you want 20? Like, we'll give you 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, goodbye. I have 4 other guys lined up. Next. That's what it is. He's like, we're not playing small ball with Norwich. Are you serious?
It's true, though.
Olympiacos. Oh, okay. You want 20.
Olympiacos said,
hey, Olympiacos, what's up? All right, we'll take them.
Olympiacos said, who's calling Liverpool? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Damn.
He's like, all right, sell him.
Is it close?
Sell him. Is it close?
We're not, dude. Like, think about it. If somebody wants a player that bad, they're just gonna go get him.
No, that's true. That's true. But like you said, we have 4 players lined up. We have 4 players lined up. We just need a serviceable backup. Plain and simple. That's all we need.
Mm-hmm. Someone not named Alberto Moreno.
Jesus. Alberto Moreno. Is he still at Villarreal?
I don't know.
Who cares?
Probably.
Who cares? Yeah. And additionally, we talked a little bit about this during the week, but Divock Origi, okay, after he was linked with that rejected offer from Aston Villa for 17.4 mil, I went back and I said, you know what? I'm going to look at all Divock's highlights. All right. We cannot get rid of this man. We can't do it. He has too much like talent and he just doesn't get enough recognition or playing time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was going back.
He's not going to.
No, and I know. And that's the thing, you know? But another thing I did want to ask you on that topic, okay, before we get into top 4 predictions for next season, I want to ask you, if you had to lose one of the front 3, which one would it be?
Mane.
Whoa, I did not expect that.
Yep.
Please
Bobby's
elaborate.
the most important. Bobby is the most important player in our attack. I think most people know that. Without a doubt, he is in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Salah's just more dangerous than Mane. Salah contributes more. More goals and assists. That's my opinion.
Let us know your thoughts down below. Dude, I got to disagree with you right there. I'm going to go get rid of Salah. And listen, I understand that Salah's production is significantly more, well, it has been, especially his first season, than Firmino and Mane. But Salah's ability to create on his own is limited to like when he's in the box, in my opinion. Mane can pick the ball up from the midfield line and dribble and just like, I think Mane is a better rounded player. And I think Firmino is a better rounded player. I think Salah is strictly a final third player. And if I had to lose one, I'd lose Salah.
I just like goals and assists. That's how you win games.
I can't argue with
That's just me. Salah is just, he could get a hat trick at any minute. I don't know if does Mane ever get hat tricks?
He has the fastest hat trick in Premier League history, Stephen.
Well, sorry.
I'm just saying.
Was that with Southampton?
That was with It was with 2 minutes and like 36 seconds.
Oh, damn. I can't believe I forgot about his play with Southampton.
Stephen, he holds.
I can't believe I forgot. Hang on. Let me bring up Salah at Chelsea then. Dude, Sadio Mane is great, but Bobby's not going anywhere because he is the engine of us going forward.
He is.
And then it's just like, who would you rather have, Salah or Mane? I bet a lot of people would probably say Mane.
I would.
Because he's less selfish.
I don't even want to bring up the selfish thing.
But that's the only knock on Salah is that he's selfish, that he's goal hungry, and it's true. But that man puts up 20 goals a season. What do you have, 20 and 10 this year?
Easily, I think.
20 goals, 10 assists or something like that? 19 and 10? I don't know. It's just...
It's good.
He's a top 5 player in Europe in the last 3 seasons.
All right, that's not arguable.
I can't take him out. That's just me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, top 4 predictions for next season, guys. Let us know down in the comments your top 4 predictions for next season. Honestly, I cannot wait for next season, bro. It is going to be incredibly competitive, I think.
Yep.
And of course, you know, a team could always run away with it, right? We've seen it the past 2 seasons. But Well, not past 2 seasons, but
Two out of
twice in the past
3.
3 Yeah, thank you. But Chelsea, Werner and Ziyech coming in, okay?
Yeah. Maybe
City,
even
of course, splashing the cash. Nothing crazy, right? And Arsenal, did you see the loan? Coutinho's linked with a move to Arsenal. He's literally been linked with every single top 8 side. He was linked to Leicester and Everton at one point. It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable, man. It's
Yeah.
just crazy. This is
So
crazy.
I want you to go first. Go 1 through 4, and I
Yep.
want you to give your explanation for why.
Okay, Liverpool's going to win the league again. We're already the best team in England. Even if we don't get better, we're going to bring in a couple pieces here. We're not just going to be stagnant this window. And then I have a feeling we're also going to see what happens in the world and the economy, and also try to make a big move in January if we don't this summer.
Yeah.
We're miles better than City this year. Except for that one time we played them after we already won the championship and no one cared at all.
We got smacked.
We did, and it's like there's no fans there. We had already won the championship. So to me, may sound like an excuse, but I do not care about that at all, and I don't think they do at all.
Well, hold on.
Because we embarrassed them earlier in the year when it mattered.
Forgive me for calling you out, but I'm just going to do it. You say you don't care, but you were pissed about the points record.
Yes, but I'm talking about a minute episode of when City beat us this year is the only thing they can. It's the only way anyone could counter my argument here.
You're just comparing the one game. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because other than that, it's not an argument. Right. I was trying to make it okay. Look, I don't want to say Liverpool is going to run away with the league again, even though they very well could. But that's just a very aggressive statement. So I'll give Man City a little piece of credit, 4-0 or whatever, 5-0. Phil Foden. No one cares. No one cares. Shouldn't even be in the Champions League.
I literally forgot about that loss.
Yeah, exactly. No one cares about that. We embarrassed you when it mattered. Okay?
Yep.
That's our first overall. Are you gonna do first now and then I'll do second, you do second?
Yeah. All right, let's do it that way.
We have not talked about this yet before, just so everyone knows.
I'm gonna say Liverpool win the league as well. And I'm gonna give you some very solid reasoning for this. Every year under Klopp, we have improved. Despite people saying, how can he improve more? Okay? First season he came in, we got to 2 finals. Granted, he lost. So we didn't have European football. Second season, our goal was top 4. We did it. Granted, it was on the last day. We did it. Top 4. Okay? Next year, Champions League. Final. Lost. But what did we finish? Second? Or 4th again?
Might have been 4th again, dude.
Okay, 4th again. Next season, okay? Finish second. Champions Leagues, champions, right? Like, we kept improving. So, given we hadn't won the league in 30 years and then we come back now, there's no way Klopp is not going to let these guys improve and keep pushing forward. Yeah, I get that people see the last 6 games we played and they're like, wow, we looked kind of like lethargic. But like you said, you got to understand, we won the league already. You know what I mean? So I think Klopp keeps improving the team. People think we need marquee signings. You absolutely don't with a manager like Klopp, and that's just facts. All right, so Liverpool go number 1. Who's your number 2?
No, I think those are great points. The other thing I think is I would have us as the Champions League frontrunner as well this year if Alisson didn't get hurt. This is not an excuse, but Atletico Madrid is not a better team than us. I don't care what anyone says. They're not.
But Alisson played in that game.
Yeah, he didn't play in the second one.
Oh, he didn't. You're right.
He let in 2. Who was that guy that scored?
Morata scored the third one.
He came in off the bench and scored the same shot twice, and Adrian wasn't even close for either of them.
I forgot that Adrian played that match. Wow.
They were like routine shots.
Yeah. But you can't. All right, look, you got to say, though, before we get into number 2, Adrian was so amazing in those 8 or 9 Premier League games he played. He was crucial in that game against Chelsea at the Bridge.
Yep. No, he was.
All right.
He was. Second. By default, it's going to be Manchester City, I think. By default. I just think that the other teams aren't there yet. But I also saw a side of Manchester City this year where they are not the same team that they were. They're not. They lost Sané to injury, and that showed. And now Sané is gone for real. Like, there's no chance of Sané's coming back next year.
But they did, granted, it's not nearly at the level he was. He is. But Ferran Torres, young 20-year-old, he can play left mid, center attacking mid, and right mid.
Mm-hmm.
And he has plenty of room to improve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Manchester City's going to finish second. I think they need to spend another $200 million. I think they still have another $200 million in this window. So, based on cash and the fact that it's going to take some time for these next two teams I mentioned to build chemistry, to really make a push for the title, they're going to finish second. But I don't think it's going to be close, 15 points or more.
All right. I got to go Chelsea, Jesus. I got to go Man City too. All right. And we are in a time where in the Premier League, it's kind of like back to when, Man United were top dogs, and then you had Chelsea for that period of time where they were just winning the league all the time. The Premier League is in a phase right now where it's City and Liverpool, and they're going to be challenging for titles every year. So I think City finishes second next season. I think it's way closer, though. The race is going to be way closer. All right. I think max 5-point difference between us and City, max. All right. And because you got to think, we can't predict injuries. But if everyone is healthy in a perfect world, Laporte is world class. Right? Laporte is world class in my opinion.
He's not world class anymore. He tore his ACL. He's not world class anymore. We don't know what he's going to be.
Fair enough.
I watched him play. He looks very slow. That's my opinion. He looks slow.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Still a top-class center back regardless of how he looks before and after the ACL injury.
Sure.
Nathan Ake, okay? Not world class. Not, in my opinion, top class, but extremely good center back. Extremely good. My only issue with him, he's only 5'11". I don't like my center backs to be short like that. But anyways, and they have a stellar midfield, and they're awesome going forward. Okay, that you just can't argue with that. They're very good in attack. In fact, deadly in attack.
Yes, so they're very good in attack. Plus, they have another $250 million to spend, probably.
They probably will too.
They're going to bring in they're going to bring in somebody, and you're going to go, how can you buy that?
Like, why do you need him?
It happens every single year. They spent 85 on Rodri.
It was not 85.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. Dude, they spent 63 on him.
They spent $300 million on Rodri.
It's like 63 or 68, bro.
By the way, Matip, not for sale.
Not for sale. What the hell is that about? Yo,
Big Joel linked to PSG is not going anywhere.
Get out of here.
This is totally off the rails here, guys. But Matip's not for sale. Spread the word.
Please tell me you watched the video where they were doing the coconut water, Chicao or whatever, and all 5 of them are in the room, and Henderson's leading it, and that's the one where Bobby goes, knowledge.
No.
Oh, my God. You got to watch that because I've never heard Joe Matip talk before, to be honest with you. And he started talking, and it's just like I was not expecting what Joe Matip to sound like for him to sound like. You should seriously watch that. That's completely off topic, but yeah. Yeah, not for sale. All right. Number 3.
Okay. Number 3. This is really hard for me because there's still some question marks in the window. Jadon Sancho. Up in the air. As it stands today, I got Chelsea finishing third. If Sancho comes in to Man United, I might flop. I might flip-flop. But number 3 for me is Chelsea. Lampard had a solid, good first season. Pulisic is finally getting the credit and the time that he deserves. They got Ziyech coming in on the other side. Timo Werner sliding in up top.
Can we just talk about how good Pulisic is for a second?
He's so good. And Lampard really, really botched the season with him and had him riding the bench like for most of the year.
The first 10 games of the season he was playing consistently, but you're right. Then he had a stint where he didn't play.
He didn't even put him in squads. He wasn't even on the bench.
You got to give Lampard the benefit of the doubt, though, because 1, he couldn't buy players, and 2, he had a squad full of youth. So he needed to foster the youth and see what he had. You got it, because he knew Pulisic was good. I'm sure he did. So he was probably
if he played Pulisic the whole year, he'd have a shot at PFA Player of the Year. That's how good that guy is.
Very debatable.
He could have finished with 15 and 10. What did he finish with?
I have no clue and don't care. But I will
Chelsea, number 3.
Chelsea, number 3. Okay.
Pulisic, not for sale.
Yo, honestly, if you guys haven't checked that video out, you should seriously go check it out. It's our last video that we did in person. Man. Yeah, so this season, bro, in 25 matches, 9 goals, 4 assists. Those are decent numbers. In the Premier League.
9 and 4?
9 and 4 in 25 appearances. That is very
Give him another 13 appearances. I don't think I'd be that far off.
What'd you say?
10. 15 and 10. You give him another 13 appearances. You give him a whole season worth of games. But not even 13 more appearances. Give him some starts.
Yeah.
Like, he got pulled in the second half of games a lot, but he should be starting. He should be a staple in that lineup. He's dangerous. He's the most dangerous player they had this year. I don't care what anyone says.
So, number 3 for me, full disclosure, I cannot stand Man United. Anything about Man United. Like, anything about them, okay? I was going to say Man United 3rd, but I don't think they can sustain. I really think there's problems at that club. I really do. I feel like Solskjaer has kind of righted the ship a little bit. I know righted's not a word, but he's put them on a decent path. I think their last 16 games in the Premier League, I could be wrong, but they didn't lose. I think they were like 11 and 5 or something. So like 5 draws or 10 wins, 6 draws, something like that. I'm going to go with Chelsea, though. And the reason I'm going to go with Chelsea is because they're not banned anymore. And the only criticism I have of Chelsea, and the only reason that it worries me and it's so difficult for me to choose, is because Kepa is in horrible form right now.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's horrible. And Caballero proved in the Champions League game yesterday, he's trash. Like, I don't – but then you look at De Gea. De Gea's in horrible form also. I don't know what has happened to him.
He's been in horrible form for a long time. He's had a couple good games this year, but even looking back to last season.
This whole season has been rough for him, but before that, like last season and the season before, he is world class. You can't argue with that. But, this is tough. I'm going to go with Chelsea, though. And I'm going to go with Chelsea because Hakim Ziyech and our boy Pulisic that we were talking about and Timo Werner, you just cannot underachieve, I feel like, with those players. Those are great players. And then you got to look at their midfield. Kovacic, Conte, Jorginho. Like, they have a great midfield. And then they have young players. I was going to say, Mason Mount's coming up. Ben Gilmore. Tomori on the back line. Andreas Christensen. I don't know if Rudiger's on his way out. But then you got Emerson. You got Azpilicueta still. I mean, they have a great squad.
They do. Tammy Abraham, I'm a fan of his, too.
Yeah. Number 4.
Willian's leaving. I actually just found out officially today. I think it was official today that he's leaving.
So is Chelsea the feeder club for Arsenal now?
I have no idea. You mean like David Luiz?
Yeah.
Well, Giroud came over from Arsenal to Chelsea the other way.
They must have a good relationship.
They must, because they're both trash. Anyways, next. Man United finishing fourth.
Not for sale.
If they get Jadon Sancho, they could push for third because he is legitimate. Bruno Fernandes completely changed this club. He completely changed this club. I don't know what's going to happen with Paul Pogba. I don't even know if Paul Pogba can walk. He's been hurt for a decade. But then he comes back and he does pretty well. But if those two can play together, it's gonna be scary.
Bro, Paul
Pogba can get his
Bruno
head screwed on
Fernandes
straight.
have been playing together for this unbeaten run.
If they can, well, how many games they actually played together? 5?
No, it's more than that. It's like 10 or 15.
Okay. If they can stick together and those two can control games like we've seen them both do, and Rashford and Martial stay in excellent form, maybe Daniel James gets a little bit better. And if they bring in Sancho, whew, my God, that is going to be one of the scariest attacks in Europe, let alone England. There is some talent up there. But I also would not be surprised to see them struggle.
That's the thing. They're so many times before. Yeah, they're so inconsistent.
And I'm not sold on their defense, really.
No.
Like you said, De Gea, what's going on with him? Like, he's getting old, too. Like, let's face that. He's getting old.
I mean, for a goalkeeper, not really, but he's 29 or 28. I mean, goalkeepers play until they're 40.
Yeah, well, Buffon is, let's not compare anyone to that absolute legend.
Well, look at Pepe Reina over at Aston Villa. He's like, what is he, 36, 37?
I don't know. How old is De Gea?
De Gea is 29.
Are you positive?
Yes. Are you looking it up?
I have to. Yeah, he's 29. Wow, I thought he was older than that. All right, well, maybe he's just trash. Anyways. For sale. David De Gea should be for sale.
He's for sale.
Man United's coming in fourth. Not sold on their defense, especially if they get Sancho. Then they could finish higher. I like Bruno Fernandes, man.
I love Bruno Fernandes.
Completely changed the club. I knew he would. I knew whoever got him was going to be very lucky. He's a winner. He can do it all.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. But yeah, they'll be fourth.
I'm stuck between United and Tottenham.
Ooh.
And I think
Tottenham?
This is tough for me, bro. Arsenal's not going to do anything. And I'll probably eat my words there, but man, I can't decide between Tottenham and Man United for the fourth spot.
Go with your gut. I thought this was straightforward. I thought everyone that I spoke to would have the same top four. But if you don't, then that's good. That means I'm wrong. I don't even see Tottenham in the top 8 next year.
Really?
They're trash. They're not good.
Yeah.
They're not good.
They have good players, though. All right, fine. I'm going United. And
go with whoever.
No, look. We have the same top.
Wolves, fine.
Oh, my gosh.
Actually, Leeds United might make a push for top 4.
You know what? Screw it. Southampton, top 4. Number 4, Danny Ings is going to light it up. All right? Unbelievable him. Moussa Djenepo going to have a killer year. Okay? And I'm telling you right now, Angus Gunn is going to turn up and he's going to have 15 clean sheets. At least. All right? Vestergaard and Bednarek. World class center backs. All right? Højbjerg left. We don't need him. All right? Southampton top 4, market.
Wow, I love that. I had them getting relegated.
All right, and just so everyone knows, that was a joke. But I really would love to see Southampton do well. I really would.
Feel free to message Kyle privately and ask him how he knows so much about Southampton. That's a topic for another time.
Yeah.
But anyways, top 4. You got Tottenham?
Nah, I'm going Man United also.
I think it's cut and dry. That's just me personally. If anyone else has Tottenham in there, please let us know why. Don't mention Mourinho either, because if anything, that works against them. There's a lot of good teams now.
Southampton.
Sheffield United, Southampton, Wolves,
God, Wolves.
Everton is always going to be around.
Everton is garbage.
But they're always going to be around. They're always going to be around.
What are they, 11th?
I don't know.
Dude, like, they need to get it together. They don't have it figured out. And they should.
They need a guy like Bruno Fernandes.
They need a creator.
Yeah, they need somebody that can do everything.
Yeah. But let us know your thoughts down below, guys. This was a good show. I enjoyed this one. If you're a Southampton fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And Steve, you got any closing thoughts?
If you disagree with us with the top 4 predictions, please let us know. And let us know why as well. Please share the channel. Send it out on your social media. Pass it around however you like. We definitely appreciate that. Next big landmark for us is 600 subscribers. What are we at right now?
539 last time I checked.
That's great. Who's going to be the 540th?
Probably a Southampton fan.
Vestergaard himself.
Vestergaard is going to see this and go, "Oh my God, subscribe!"
Yep, he's going to subscribe. He's going to share. He's going to like. He's going to sign into
tell
a new email
Bednarek
address
about it.
and subscribe on 2 email addresses. Subscribe to notifications.
Someone
watching nothing but Reds in practice.
God, I think we've mentioned Danny Ings every episode on this show.
We love Danny Ings, guys.
I love Danny.
We don't know why.
I know why.
I love him because he never got the recognition he needed at Liverpool.
And he's good, guys. He is really good. He's underrated. But yeah, guys, subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And until next time, take care.